What if you could see God? Who wouldn't want that? Well, Jesus said, there is a way. Jesus said, pure hearts see God. Good morning and welcome to 755 Live. For about 5 minutes, you'll hear all about easy to remember soundbite versions of what Jesus said. And the point is to help you experience life to the fullest, the Jesus way. Today's Jesus said comes from Matthew 5, verse 8. We're going to read from a couple of translations, and then during this Jesus said this morning, there's going to be quite a few scriptures. But let's start in Matthew 5:8 with the NET translation, the New English translation. And it says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God." In the NLT translation, that says, "God blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God." Now, this is part of what we call the Beatitudes, which I like to also call the Be Happies. Jesus is saying here, this is how to be blessed. This is how to be happy. This is how to be spiritually prosperous. And it says that God blesses those whose hearts are pure. And the seeing God part, for they will see God, in the Greek language that the New Testament is translated from, this is similar to where we get the words optical or optics. It means physical sight, gazing like wide-eyed, like something remarkable, almost like something you can't help but look at, almost involuntary. So Jesus is saying that you will see God in an amazing kind of way. So what does that look like for us? Have you ever heard someone say, "Oh, bless your heart. But he has a good heart"? Well, actually, the heart in a biblical context means not only our emotions, but our thoughts, our mind, our feelings. And we think that basically we're all pretty good at the heart level. But Scripture tells us something entirely different. Jeremiah 17:9 says, "The human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is?" And Jesus emphasized this point as well. He said in Matthew 15:19, "For from the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, all sexual immorality, theft, lying, and slander." So what does it mean to be pure? Pure in heart. How does the heart change what we see? How can we really see God like Jesus promised? In Hebrews 9:14, it says, "How much more will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without blemish to God, purify our consciences from dead works to worship the living God." Now, what we call the original sin, where Adam and Eve hid from God, trying to cover up their sin, we do the same thing. And we can never really see, know, or experience and worship God covered by our guilt and shame. Pure hearts see God. That's where the happiness is. And that's not something that we can attain or get on our own, because the human heart by itself is the most wicked thing out there. But pure hearts see God. Let's go to 1 John 3, verses 2 through 3, where he says, "Dear friends, we are God's children now, and what we will be has not yet been revealed. We know that whenever it is revealed, we will be like him, because we will see him just as he is. And everyone who has this hope focused on him, on Jesus, on God, purifies himself, just as Jesus is pure." You see, it's that hope that helps us have the kind of pure heart that sees God. In Romans 5:5, it says that hope doesn't make us ashamed. We don't have to hide. 1 Peter 3:21 says, talking about baptism and Noah, it says that the story of Noah prefigured baptism, which now saves you. But it's not the physical stuff. It's not the washing off of physical dirt, but the pledge of a good conscience to God through the resurrection of Jesus Christ. See, when we realize that we are forgiven, and we are forgiven to live a better and new way, we can really walk in a good conscience, in a clear conscience, with a pure heart, and begin to see God in everything, because we don't have to hide behind anything else. Jesus said, pure hearts see God. How can you put that into action today? Thank you so much for listening. If these 5-minute segments are meaningful to you, it really does mean a lot to me. If you like it, if you share it, if you comment, I really appreciate you. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope this time together has helped you live life to the fullest, the Jesus way. And remember, follow Jesus today, love first, and with a pure heart.